Hi ladies, welcome back to my channel. Also welcome if you are new. Now in today's video I want to talk to you about how we can control the most powerful muscle in our bodies, which is our tongue, and just some of the downsides of just talking too much. Recently I have been saying to myself, girl, you need to calm down a bit, because I have this tendency to I want to get my point across, or I get really passionate, and sometimes it's too much. Now I know I did a video on moving in silence, but we all have our moments where we slip up, where we mess up, and I know that I have done some self-reflecting, and I know that I've spoken way too much in the past, so I'm working on trying to change that going forward. And I've also been around people who I think speak way more than they should, and they say things that really should not have been said. Like I said, this video is not for me. It's not me judging anyone. It is something that I have recognized with my own self, and so this is like my little online journal, so I'm just going to share my thoughts. So when I was doing some reading on reasons why people overshared or just spoke too much in general, I found a few things. I found some medical things, and what stood out a lot was that many persons struggled with social anxiety, and because of this social anxiety, it led to rambling and oversharing in different scenarios. A lot of persons, they started getting anxious in social settings, and so whenever there were moments of silence, they felt the need to fill that void with just sharing, just saying something, just speaking in general. And that I have been in a situation, or many situations growing up, where I just felt like if I was somewhere and there were other persons around, that I needed to say something. I mean, why are we all quiet? You're all here just standing. Why are we quiet? If there was even a little lag of silence, it would make me very uncomfortable, and I would just bring up some random topic and start blabbing on about it. Another thing I found was that there were persons who struggled with low self-esteem, or had challenges with their self-worth, and they spoke a lot in order to people please. So let's say that they were around a certain crowd of people, and they maybe did not appreciate their social standing, or they were ashamed of their social standing, or of their hair, or of their clothes, or whatever. You'd find those persons in different settings saying some random crap like, oh, I was gonna wash my hair but I didn't end up washing my hair, or oh, I would have worn something else but I didn't want to wear that pink today, I just wore this instead, I thought blah blah blah. And they just go on and on and on about things that make absolutely no sense, and you end up learning way more about the person than you even intended to. And then I found another there are many other reasons, but I found that some persons just in general loved being the center of attention. But we need to be careful with those attention seeking tendencies that we all have, because as human beings we do love attention. To a degree, some more than others. We do like to be noticed, and so we have to be careful in these attention seeking moments that we do not overshare. Now, there are many downsides to oversharing, and me, I am a Christian, I am apostolic, and the first place I went to when I wanted to learn about just oversharing, I went to the Bible. And in Proverbs 10 verse 19, it said that whoever guards his mouth and tongue keeps his soul from troubles. And to be honest, have you ever been in a situation where you recognize that if you never opened your mouth, you would have been fine? It's like you open your mouth and you open a whole can of worms on yourself. Listen, there are moments when it is best to just not say anything. This protects us, because people do not know how to get an accurate read on you when you just be quiet in certain situations. Sometimes we just need to shut up. You get what I mean? Like in some situations, especially when it's at work, or especially when it's at work, I believe, especially when it's at work. Because in our personal lives, we can get away with messing up one or two times because we're mostly around people we're comfortable with, and they're our friends or family members, and they can be very forgiving. But when we're in professional settings, sometimes it's best to do as the scriptures say, guard your mouth and your tongue, because it will keep your soul from trouble. Sometimes you speak out of turn, you speak around the wrong people, and then what you say gets misconstrued, and before you know it, a mountain is being made out of a molehill. We do not want that. Another reason why it is good to just shut up is so that other people are not aware of your next move. Listen, we're living in a time right now where jealousy and envy, I feel in my environment, it is more rampant. It's rampant now more than ever for me. I've never been around different people who are experiencing envy or are showing me this standoffish energy that I can know comes from some jealousy. I've never been in that space so much as I am right now. And in a time where life is getting harder, some people have to be working twice as hard to get certain successes in their lives. I believe that it is good when you keep some things close to your chest so that people don't know where to attack you. People don't know how to block you. Okay? So sometimes, sweetheart, just be quiet. Another reason why you should stop talking so much is so that you can learn. If you're always talking, then you do not get to learn about other people. Try this instead. Say something, just throw a topic out there and just shut up and listen to what other people have to say. Based on their responses, you can get an idea of what they're gonna do next, what their actual thoughts are, because the scripture also says that out of the abundance of the heart the mouth speaketh. So people, if you are listening closely to the things that they say, you will get a very accurate read on their emotions. Just be quiet so that you can listen, so that you can learn. Okay? Another reason why you should stop talking so much. We do not want, especially if you're going to be talking about yourself, I don't even recommend speaking too much about yourself, about your successes, about different things that you do to make money, unless it is in an educational sphere where you're able to make money from talking about all the things that you are doing to have different sources of income. If you're just blabbing to your coworkers about your 6-figure side hustle, that's dangerous. That's actually very dangerous. I had a situation where a friend of mine knew about another friend having a second job, and you know what ended up happening? I don't know how, but some way the information got back to her workplace, and it was a whole thing. Because somebody now knows at your workplace that you are making income outside of your job. Listen, especially when you have a good job that pays and then you have a side hustle that also makes money, some people can get jealous of that because they're going to think that why do you need so much? Why do you have so much opportunities? People will literally get jealous because you were able to make something of yourself outside of the work that they have to begrudgingly get up and go to for 8 hours a day. Be quiet. You talk too much, sis. You talk too much. Why are you blabbing to people, telling them how much you made on your YouTube or your Instagram or your TikTok? Be quiet. Not everybody gets to make money that way. And it's sad to say, but people are going to get jealous of you, and you don't want people to get to the point of actually hurting you or denying you certain promotions because they know that you're doing well outside of work. So shut up. Okay? Shut up. Another reason why it's good to just stop talking so much, like just be quiet. I feel like we block our blessings, especially when we're speaking prematurely. about the things that we want to accomplish, the places that we want to go. And this point is for me, because I realize that sometimes I can get like very, very excited about the things I want to do, the things I want to accomplish, and I love to share information. And so I'll just start going and going and going and going and going, not realizing in the moment that I'm giving away my blueprint, you know, especially when it comes down to our ideas about different, especially business. I feel like it's very, very important that you keep those things close to your heart. Keep your future plans close to your heart. Many people have said this. Many people have said this. But it is good to do so. It is very good to do so. So, I love you. I hope you enjoyed this little girl chat that I just did here. Let me know if there's any other video that you'd like me to create for you. Just drop the comment down below. Please do not forget to like the video if you do, or leave a thumbs down if you don't. Please remember to subscribe as well. I mean, subscribing is free. It is free. You just need to click the red button below. I realized that I checked and it was the amount of persons who watch my channel was like, who are subscribed, was like 44%. And then I don't know the math. I'm not good at math. The rest of the people were not subscribed. So please help my channel to grow by subscribing. I love you. Have a nice week. Catch you in the next video. Bye.